I'm going to go through today acne and what products you would pick and why you would pick which ones. That way at least it'll be a bit more clearer for all of you. So unlike my other videos, I'm actually just going to talk because I find that easier, and that way it doesn't take me as long to do these because I've put off doing any more. So with your cleanser for acne, your pore cleansing oil is the one that I recommend. Now I know a lot of acne clients want to scrub away oil, and so they really hesitate with an oil cleanser. But the reality of it is that acne skins are deficient in linoleic acid, and the oil cleanser is the quickest way to get their levels of linoleic acid back up to normal. So what happens when they don't have enough linoleic acid in their skin is they'll get excess keratinization or excess skin cells, and that is one of the biggest contributors for acne. The other thing is because they don't have enough essential fatty acids, they tend to get a lot of inflammation, and a lot of the foaming cleansers on the market will actually strip the skin barrier, and that's something we definitely want to avoid, because if you've got an impaired skin barrier, then within the skin a substance called interleukin-1 is released, and so what that does is interleukin-1 will then create, again, besides inflammation, excess skin cells as well. So with your pore cleansing oil, I don't recommend the foaming cleanser for acne prone skins. It's a great cleanser, but it's not as good as the pore cleansing oil. So the way I sell it to my clients is by putting on the back of their hand some of the pore cleansing oil, rubbing it around, getting a face cloth and removing it, and showing them the difference. Now, quite a few times when I've done this, you'll actually be really surprised how much dirt you get off the back of their hand. And it just shows them that it actually cleans as well, because their perception is it's oil, their skin's going to be left greasy, they're not going to like the feel of it, when in reality it's the complete opposite. Their skin is actually cleaned properly. The sunflower oil in it also is what they call comedolalytic, which means it dissolves blackheads. So it will help loosen them, but it will also help with what they call microcomedones, which are the beginnings of blackheads, and they can take up to 3 months to form. So they're actually underneath the skin and your clients can't see them, so they will help actually to dissolve them and get rid of them. So that's basically what I recommend. The way I sell it to my clients is, like I said, on the back of the hand. I basically tell them it's a blackhead busting cleanser. It will help them prevent their blackheads and help to get rid of what they do, and the way it does it is through the sunflower oil, because sunflower dissolves blackheads, but it also helps to prevent it, and it will also help to make their oil not as thick, and so that they won't clog as easy. So that's purely all I say to them, and once they've tried it on their hand, it's really easy to sell it to them because they absolutely love it. Now with your toners, they're not actually toners as such, but you've got a choice of the hydrating or the berry. Now, normally I would go the berry for acne because it's got your fruit acids in it, which will help with the exfoliation. But if they've got an impaired skin barrier and their skin is really, really red, then I would go the hydrating. Now the reason why I would go hydrating is because it's got your niacinamide in it, which has got will help produce ceramides or help restore the skin barrier, reduce the redness. The other thing is if they are prone to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, the hydrating treatment lotion will help prevent that, more so than what the berry will. So if they're an Asian or an ethnic skin, I would tend to go hydrating. Personally, I've been using the hydrating now for probably about the last 8 weeks. My skin has never been better, and I was using the berry all the time. So with selling the berry, if they haven't got an impaired skin barrier and it's just your blackheads and stuff, I sell it by saying that it's going to help to increase the skin turnover so that they don't clog as much. That's pretty simple. That's all I say to them. I don't give them too much detail because a lot of the times it goes completely over their head anyway. Your hydrating treatment lotion, The way I sell this to someone who has got a red impaired skin barrier is I'll say to them, this treatment lotion contains niacinamide. What it will do is it will help reduce your oil flow, and it will also help stop your skin cells over proliferating as much as well. The way it does that is by reducing inflammation. It will also help with any redness that you've got in your skin, because we need to get that out of the skin. And I explained to them why, like I said to you, because if we've got inflammation, we've got excess skin cells happening, so we need to stop that cycle. And it will also help with any marks that they're getting. So if they're getting any scarring or anything from their acne, this will really, really help with that. And they'll get an evenness to their skin tone. Like it's the biggest thing I noticed with the hydrating treatment lotion. Just the whole texture of the skin and the color of it is just, it's uniform, which is what they absolutely love. So yeah, that's pretty much those two. Now your next two that are very, very similar are your reactive skin serum and your plant harmonizing serum. So just to explain, the plant harmonizing serum is predominantly for acne. This is for rosacea or reactive skins. Now, what's the difference between them? Well, the reactive skin contains 80% of the same ingredients that are in the plant harmonizing. So it will still treat acne. However, this is hyaluronic acid based, and this is sclerotium gum based, which is a natural gum. So they feel very, very different on the skin. So if you had your teenage acne, I'd go plant harmonizing, particularly. It's got a very high dosage of like green tea and resveratrol, which is not in the reactive skin serum. So basically, this is the way I sell this. This is basically stops testosterone having a party in the skin. That's how I sell it. We've got receptors in our skin for hormones, particularly testosterone, and this will actually block those receptors in the skin, so that the oil glands aren't switched on, so that they basically, over time, their skin will become less oily. They will actually get less blackheads as well as a result of it. It is our number one selling product for acne skins. Everyone who tries it absolutely loves it. And they all tend to notice a difference within a couple of days of using it. Now, your reactive skin, it's really good for, well, it is good for acne, but it's predominantly for capillaries. However, if you have an acne client and the climate is really cold and their skin is drying out, this would be a good option for them for winter. So you would need to explain to them that all of the ingredients in here are still anti-acne, but they have a stronger focus on anti-capillary than what they do anti-acne, but they still will work for acne, and because it's hyaluronic acid based, it will help with the hydration. Now, the other benefit of the hyaluronic acid in this is it's low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. It's got a measurement of 50 kilodaltons, which is enough to penetrate into the skin without causing irritation. There's hyaluronic acids that will go down to 20 kilodaltons. They aren't so great for the skin. And then there's higher molecular weight hyaluronic acids. Again, they will help hydrate the skin, but they don't have the other benefits of the lower molecular weight, which is, reducing scarring as well, which is for particularly acne is really, really important. Now your last one, Magnolia Honey Cream. I rarely use this now, but I absolutely love it. If I am having a naughty time where I've been really bad and I've been eating junk, this is fantastic, and this is what I recommend for all your teenage skins. So the Magnolia Honey Cream has got a very herbally smell to it. It's got ingredients in there like golden seal, which are what they called, I'm trying to think of what they're called again, I'm having a mental blank. Multi-drug resistance inhibitor pumps. So bacteria are very, very clever, and they've got little pumps inside their cell wall. So when you take antibiotics or anything like that, what happens is the bacteria has this little pump. If you think of a boat and you've got water coming in and you've got like a bilge pump, it just basically pumps it back out again. And that's what the bacteria do, which is why they're pretty clever and why they're so hard to kill off. So this has actually got quite a few what they call multi-drug resistance inhibitor pumps in it. So it stops the bacteria from doing that. And one of them is golden seal. So that basically stops that. It's also got ingredients in there that will kill off type 1 and type 2 P acne. So if you've ever had anyone who has used tea tree oil and they'll have a friend that say, I used tea tree oil and it was really, really successful with treating my acne, and then you'll have another person that say, well, I used it and it did nothing. And the reason being is because tea tree oil only kills type 1 P acnes. There is more than one type. So this kills type 1 and type 2. It really nips the inflammation in the bud really, really quickly. It is amazing for getting the redness out of the skin. So the way I sell this to the clients is this is going to kill off the acne bacteria on your skin. It's also going to reduce the inflammation as well, and it will lessen the number of blackheads you are getting. It will make your skin feel really, really matte. It's very, very light. It doesn't leave a film on the skin. Come winter, if it's really, really cold, you will probably need to supplement with something else. Most of the other clients, I'll just grab it down. I actually put them on the Melon Moisture Boost with this in winter, because what happens in winter is the oil glands won't make as much oil anyway, and so you're not going to be having that greasiness that you get in summer, but the skin will start to dry out. And the Melon Moisture Boost actually has besides ceramides in that, it's actually got sphingolipids in there, which have been shown scientifically to have a lot of benefit for acne. So they've got anti-acne properties as well. Plus, from memory, I'm having a look here, it's got niacinamide in there as well, and it's also got L-carnitine. Now, L-carnitine is awesome because it reduces oil flow as well. So that again has anti-acne, but I would only recommend that for winter. I wouldn't recommend it for summer, and only if their skin is drying out. If it's not drying out, then stick with your plant harmonizing serum for your base. I won't go into today creams for scarring because there are so many that you could use. It would just really depend on how old they were, what they wanted to do with their skin, whether they had pigmentation as well. So I'm going to end that for today and try to do another one by the end of next week. Okay, bye.